most hated shows with Blackberry twist and heat stroke.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Deven Chisum's channel. I'm Blackberry Twist.
And I'm Heat Stroke.
Today we're going to be looking at 10 shows that people hate a lot.
We'll be basing these shows on how the audience hate these shows so much.
We'll be looking at both live-action TV shows and cartoon shows.
There is one cartoon show that we are not going to add on this list. It's called Batman Cape Crusader.
If you look at this show on Rotten Tomatoes, you'll see that the critics gave it 96% and the audience gave it 56%.
Maybe the audience didn't like the designing of the villains.
Possibly, but I don't see why the audience would give it 56% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Let's just begin the countdown.
Yes, Master Heatstroke. Let's begin.
Number 10.
Let's start things off with one of the ugliest cartoon shows that was made for kids, but premiered on PBS Kids.
My Young Apprentice. It's not really a cartoon show. It's more like a CGI animated show.
Well, this show called JJ the Jet Plane is actually a musical.
JJ the Jet Plane is an American live-action CGI animated musical children's television series created by David and Deborah Michelle and first aired on the Learning Channel and later moved to PBS Kids with reruns on Kubo and TBN Smile. The series aired for a total of 4 seasons and has 62 episodes.
What makes people hate JJ the Jet Plane?
I think it's how the flying vehicles are designed.
You know, Master, I still think those flying vehicles are very uncomfortable to look at.
I agree, my young apprentice. Talk about wanting to reject on learning how to fly a plane.
I would rather watch Thomas the Tank Engine instead of this show.
I strongly agree.
Number 9.
How can a show like Barney and Friends be hated so much?
I think parents just hated Barney and Friends so much they wanted it canceled.
I heard that this show was criticized badly.
The show only lasted for 14 seasons.
I find that unbelievable because normally shows do not last forever.
If I saw Barney the dinosaur walking close to me, I would scream like a banshee and make his ears bleed.
You don't want to see that creature in a haunted house. Ever.
Number 8.
What is this monstrosity?
A British live-action show called Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. I'd be scared out of my shorts.
I would use my fire breath and get them to move away from me.
I hate Teletubbies altogether. They just creep me out.
I hate Teletubbies too, my young apprentice.
I would think that Teletubbies is worse than Barney the dinosaur.
Start hoping that they won't visit our beach base.
Number 7.
Does anyone think that this show is ugly?
Or is there a cartoon show uglier than Fanboy and Chum Chum?
This cartoon show is so ugly, parents refuse to let their children watch this show.
Just be glad this show lasted from 2010 until 2012.
Not to mention how Nickelodeon rejected Adventure Time.
How did Nickelodeon reject Adventure Time?
Adventure Time was supposed to premiere on Nickelodeon, but it did premiere on Nickelodeon, but it was only the pilot episode.
But what happened after Adventure Time was rejected by Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon decided to pull Adventure Time's plug and throw Adventure Time in the trash.
That's kind of sad for Adventure Time to be abandoned inside a trash can from Nickelodeon.
But this is how Nickelodeon chose Fanboy and Chum Chum over Adventure Time.
Master, that was a big mistake.
Of course it was, my young apprentice.
Why would Nickelodeon abandon Adventure Time and take Fanboy and Chum Chum with them?
They thought that Adventure Time would not work in their studios. They thought that Fanboy and Chum Chum would do the trick, but unfortunately, it didn't.
Nickelodeon should have learned better not to throw away Adventure Time and give Fanboy and Chum Chum the green light.
Well, what you gonna do, my young apprentice? You seem to enjoy Nickelodeon's The Loud House a lot.
Hey, at least it's better than Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I can't say no to that.
Do you have anything worse than Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Get ready for the next one, my young apprentice.
Number 6.
Would you rather watch Mortal Kombat or this cartoon show?
What? Are you kidding me?
Looks like my young apprentice would rather watch Mortal Kombat instead of this.
Why on God's green flat earth would I want to watch Happy Tree Friends? Oh my God!
Hey, don't be asking me. I hate that show too.
This is one cartoon show I would not share to my children. I mean, look at that. That's just so... Ugh! I don't know how to say it.
No need to, my young apprentice. I can see how the audience would already know that you hate that show.
Well, you are right, Master. I would rather enjoy Mortal Kombat more than Happy Tree Friends.
Of course, my young apprentice.
Number 5.
Is there a cartoon show that is worse than this cartoon show?
Depends on how you look at it.
This show actually ruined the cartoon show that everyone loves, which is Scooby-Doo.
Not to mention that this show was created by the voice actress that played Disgust from Disney Pixar's Inside Out.
I would say put this Velma in a room full of cute cuddly rabbits and put this Velma in a pond full of crocodiles.
You can say that again, my young apprentice.
Number 4.
Do you like to watch puppet shows, Master?
I do, actually. But there's just one puppet show that creeps me out a lot.
I guess you can already guess about this specific puppet show.
Mr. Mealy! Yeah, you knew this was coming.
Mr. Mealy is a puppet show that premiered in CBC in Canada and Nickelodeon in the United States.
I've always hated those puppets.
This puppet show was so ugly, Nickelodeon was forced to pull its plug and throw that in the trash.
I actually hate this puppet show as much as I hate a puppet show called Peppermint Park.
Could you imagine what would happen if Peppermint Park visited Mr. Mealy?
Don't get me started with that. I'd rather watch Sesame Street instead of these two creepy puppet shows.
You would rather watch Elmo get his feet tickled by a yellow feather?
Absolutely.
Well, looks like my master has found her own entertainment.
Number 3.
What do you get when you have a cartoon show that is simple and cheap, with bad characters, and they have bad jokes, and they do less fighting?
You get a cartoon show called Teen Titans Go.
I can see how this show has been hated by its audience.
People would prefer the 2003 Teen Titans better than the today's Teen Titans.
If these Teen Titans did come to visit our home dimension, they would not survive.
You got that right, my young apprentice. Any characters that have been hated will not survive this dimension.
Cartoon Network really needs to pull this show's plug and throw it in the fire.
Just make your kids watch The Loud House instead of Teen Titans Go. It's that easy.
Number 2.
This is one of the worst and most abysmal cartoon shows from Nick Jr. Can you guess what it is?
What is it? Is it Dora the Explorer?
Correct, my young apprentice. It's Dora the Explorer.
I've always hated this cartoon show, especially its spin-off series, Go Diego Go.
Well, my young apprentice, I would strongly suggest you not let your children watch these cartoon shows at all.
Most people that hate Dora the Explorer would make cartoon animations called Dora Gets Grounded.
I know. They also have been giving her Punishment Day, which is child abuse.
Punishment Day. You know, that's very dangerous and ridiculous.
Indeed. I hate child abuse. I would never do that to my children.
What on God's green flat earth would want a parent abusing their own children?
The same reason with Timmy Turner's parents leaving Timmy Turner with an evil babysitter, Vicky.
I would say put Vicky in Nightmare World and teach her a lesson.
Before we reveal number 1, we need to take a quick look at some honorable, or should we say, dishonorable mentions.
I feel like my head is going to explode with anger.
Let's go take a 5-minute break and drink some Blackberry juice while we get ready for number 1.
Yes, Master. Okay, Master. I'm ready for number 1.
Prepare yourself, my young apprentice. This is the number 1 cartoon show that everyone hates the most.
Of course, Master.
Number 1.
Was anyone expecting the Loud House to be on this list?
Well, believe it or not, the Loud House is not hated.
The Loud House may lose its audience, but there is not enough hatred for the Loud House for us to talk about it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 cartoon show that everyone hates is
Caillou.
As you might have expected, Caillou is the cartoon show that everyone hates a lot.
So much hatred, people would create hate memes and create cartoon animations called Caillou Gets Grounded.
Well, not only that, people that hate Caillou would also create cartoon animations called Caillou Gets Punishment Days.
That's pretty ridiculous. I would never do that to a child.
Me neither. I hate Caillou, but I hate child abuse more than Caillou.
Why on God's green flat earth would you create a punishment day for a character that does not belong to you?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. You know that you can go to jail for copyright infringement.
I hate Dora the Explorer, Teletubbies, Barney the Dinosaur, and Caillou. But this is ludicrous. Why would you do that?
You can say you hate those cartoon shows, but you cannot use GoAnimate to use those cartoon characters you hate and make them get grounded or get punishment day. That's just ridiculous.
There are some cartoon characters that I hate a lot, but I would never use them in GoAnimate. In fact, I will not use GoAnimate at all.
A wise decision you have made, my young apprentice. I am proud of you for that.
Thank you, Master Heatstroke. Okay, folks, that's it for today. If you like this video, will you please give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and please leave a comment down below.
If you haven't already, will you do us a solid and please click the subscribe button and the bell button so that you'll get notified about our future videos?
The links to Deven Chisum's Facebook page and Instagram page are always in the description box below. So please don't forget to follow him in those 2 areas.
So, my young apprentice, what do you want to do?
I want to hang out with my new husband, Deven Chisum.
Oh, good choice, Blackberry Twist. Why don't you go clean your feet before you leave, okay?
Yes, Master Heatstroke. I'll go clean my feet after we're done. Okay, folks, That does it for our show today. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. This is Blackberry Twist,
And Heat Stroke.
saying peace out, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.
See you next Wednesday, everyone.